What is good, people? What is good, people? We are back with another live stream. Hey, hold up, guys. 1 second. 1 second. Apologies about that. My bad. People. We're back. We're back. We're back. Transfer news. Transfer news is here. Transfer news is here. Guys, make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Stay locked in for your boy. Stay locked in for your boy. We got a bunch to talk about today. You feel me? Like I said, make sure to hit the like button. There's a lot to discuss, man. Scott McTominay deal is off. The Scott McTominay deal is officially off. Crazy news. Crazy news that happened earlier. And we're going to put that news up here in a second. But Sander Berger has signed with Fulham. Sander Berger has signed with Fulham. News that broke a few hours ago. Fulham, man, they're smart. They did the right thing, and they went and got Sander Berger instead of McTominay for cheaper. It makes sense. It makes sense. If you don't want to pay that 30 mil or however much it is, bro, that they kind of duped us. I'm not gonna lie. They kind of duped us a little bit. They were playing 3D chess. No cap, because that was crazy. Honestly, that was crazy. How they got that deal done. But let's put it up here. Let's go to present mode. You feel me? Yeah, let's go to present mode. Y'all let me know if you should be able to see that. But yeah, Sanderberger, here we go. Fulham have agreed to sign Sanderberger from Burnley. Here we go. McTominay deal off as Berger joins on £20 million plus £5 million fee. Medical book for the defender. Formal steps to follow tomorrow, as Laurie Whitwell reports. Crazy. This is somebody we should have gone after, right? But we were trying to get the McTominay deal done, right? So obviously, like we're still trying to sell McTominay. There is an interest from Napoli apparently, but we have to get him out before we can bring another midfielder in. It seems. Obviously, the Ugarte deal is still in the works, as we can see here. According to Florian Plettenberg, Manuel Ugarte still high on the list of Manchester United, high on the light of Manchester United with ongoing negotiations between the clubs. Jorge Mendes still working on the deals. Verbal agreement with Ugarte is done. 23-year-old waiting for an agreement as he still wants to join Eric Ten Hag and Man United. Sander Berger no longer on the list of MUFC as he will join Fulham. So yeah, man, it's we're just kind of in a waiting game. I don't know why PSG are trying to do this, right? I feel like at the end of the day, like the player is going to try and force a move. They want to make the money. They want to sell the player. So I don't know why they're doing all this haggling and stuff, right? It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We have to just wait and see. It's just crazy, man, because I was kind of excited to see that 30 million for Scott McTominay. Like, I still think we shouldn't be selling him for 20 million, especially off the back that Sander Berger just went for 20 plus 5. And respectfully, Scott McTominay, whatever you think about him, has done way more than Sander Berger in his career. It's just a fact. It's just a fact. I don't care what you think about the player. If you think Sander Berger is better, than the facts say that Scott McTominay is worth more than Sander Berger. Honestly, he's worth more than Emile Smith-Rowe, who Fulham paid 34 million for. So what do we like? I'm not understanding I'm not understanding the logic here. I'm really not. You feel me? So it's interesting, man. We just have to wait and see what happens. We just have to wait and see what happens with that deal. You feel me? Because the Napoli deal specifically, like apparently, what's his face? Antonio Conte really wants him. You know what I'm saying? There's been a lot of interest. I'm going to pull up the link I saw earlier. There is an interest there. I don't really know what the holdup is. I'm sure the discussions maybe for him are still ongoing or whatever, but man, McTominay is dodging bullets. He's dodging bullets, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. We'll see, though. We'll see what happens because McTominay needs to go, man. Respectfully. Like, he needs to dip. I really don't see him as a future player for us. I don't see him as somebody who has a legitimate future at this club. I think it's high time for him to dip. You feel me? He's done his time, whatever the case may be. For an academy kid, he's had a very respectable career for Man United. Like if you look at it big picture wise, he's an academy kid, $0 into our club. I think he's a good Carrington product, but I just don't think he's good enough for Manchester United, especially considering we're bringing Ugarte and things like that, right? Mason Mount, realistically was supposed to be getting the minutes that Mason Mount's getting, or the minutes that Scott McTominay got last season probably would have gone to Mason Mount if Mason Mount never got hurt. So he knows the writing's on the wall. I respect him for, giving it his all the time. But respectfully, I think he has to dip. Man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But what are we feeling about this deal, people? For those who are watching it back or those who are watching with me right now, like, what do we feel about this deal breaking down? I think it's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. I want it to get done. And let me pull up. Let me pull up Elite Pundits tweet because this shit made me laugh. Shout out Brian, man. This was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. I think this sums up a lot of fans' feeling right now. This tweet right here. Oh man. SMH, McTominay survives another window. Tragic and tiring. Oh, this tweet is so funny, bro. This tweet is so funny. But he's right though. If McTominay survives another window, it's crazy. He's almost been sold so many times. It's like, I don't even know. At this point. But I gotta give him his credit, man. He knows how to survive. And there's a world where injuries happen and he's back in the side. That's the scary, but that's the reality of it. Is like we don't have a deep enough squad where like, oh, we just completely shun him and we banish him to the youth team. Like, no, but it's not like that bad, but he still needs to dip. You feel me? He still needs to dip. Later on today, we're going to be, just so you guys know, we're going to be talking. We're going to be talking full Premier League review at 7:30. Full Premier League review at 7:30. Should be fun. My guy Andy's going to be back to talk some ball. You feel me? So should be a good time. I'm excited for it. You feel me? I'm excited for it. Now, my question is, the next question is, what's next for Scott? Like, he knows all this is happening. Was he in the match day squad? Was he in the match day squad? I can't even remember if he played or not. Seriously. I genuinely can't remember if he played or not. Was he in the match day squad? Yeah, he played. He played 84th minute. It would literally be criminal if they let him leave on a free. That means Eriksen, McTominay, Maguire, and Lindelof all leave on a free. How? He played. Yeah, he played. I literally just forgot because he was last second. Remember, people thought he. Oh yeah. You're right. Shout out Kitso T. It would literally be criminal if they let him leave on a free. That means, yep. And I don't think they're gonna let him leave on a free. I think he'll. I think he'll probably get sold, but just not for the price that I think he should get sold for. Like this whole 20 million for McTominay thing is crazy to me, bro. It really is crazy to me. Like, how does a player who was one of our top goal scorers last season, academy product, there's players who are going for way more money who have done less. You feel me? It doesn't make any damn sense. It really doesn't make any damn sense. I am genuinely confused. But hey, I gotta give Fulham their credit though. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give Fulham their credit because like that was a smart move to go and get Sander Berger. Like that's really the type of player they needed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he's got trophies, 100%. That's the type of Sander Berger is the type of player they need. We watched them this past week. They need a 6. You feel me? They don't really have that. So it'll work out well for them, probably most likely. So they probably did the smart thing. They had a price that they wanted to spend on that type of midfielder, even though McTominay is not a 6, but they had a certain amount of money. They had a lot of for a midfielder, and they got probably one of the best midfielders they could get for that price in the market currently. So I gotta respect it, man. I gotta respect it. Fulham playing 3D chess, man. That's all I'm gonna say, because we wanted Sander Berger. We were linked to him. So yes, it's actually crazy. It's actually crazy. We'll see what happens though. Can we talk about this real quick? Jadon Sancho, man. This picture dropped. He's apparently back in training. Was left out of the matchday squad, which is just honestly, I'm so pissed off about it. The more I think about it, like, yeah, we won. Obviously, that's besides the point. But like, what has Jadon Sancho done to deserve not being completely left out of the squad? Completely left out of the squad. Like, what? Bro, and it's like, it's so frustrating because you see somebody like Anthony who's on the squad, and he's not even close to being the same level as Jadon Sancho. Anthony Dos Santos, Jadon Sancho, it's not even comparable. It's not even comparable. And then fans are saying, oh, well, he hasn't done it for Man United. Please spare me, bro. He just did it at the highest of highest levels. But somehow he's not good for Manchester United. When's the last time we were in a Champions League final? Seriously. When's the last time we were in a Champions League final? Like, the last time we were in a Europa League final 3 seasons ago now? Yeah, 3 seasons ago, and we lost. Like, this is like, it's just frustrating to me because I think this kid has just put his head down, had a rough first half of the season, I should say, went to Dortmund, played well, champion, like did if a person has a bad spell at a club, if you send that person out on loan, you want them to do well so that they can, at a minimum, have their price go up, all that good stuff, or prove a point that he can play. We don't score any goals. We need players who can, in and around the box, are knitting things together. You feel me? And he does that. None of our wide players do that. Marcus Rashford, this past weekend, poor or mediocre, whatever you want to call it, wasn't good enough. Do you think, would Jadon Sancho have made us any worse on that left? Like, I'm not saying we were bad. I'm just saying, like, would Jadon Sancho have played any worse than Marcus Rashford did? Probably not. I guarantee you would have given us over a 6.5 out of 10. Like, but it is what it is, man. I'm just frustrated because this kid, like, the talent is just so apparent. Like, you just need to give him a run of games. Like, just give him a run of games. You feel me? Shout out Stretford Gamer TV, man. Always showing love. We appreciate it. Just give him a run of games, man. Give this guy a run of games. He deserves it, man. Like, I don't know what else he needs to do. Genuinely. It's just man. It's just annoying. It's just annoying. I don't know what else to say, man. But hopefully he gets some redemption. Hopefully he gets something. I don't know. You feel me? Something, because this is just outrageous. I like this picture right here. This Rude man. Oh, also, can we talk about this Rude thing right here? Like, we all see it, right? We all see what's happening here, right? Like, they brought in Rude as an assistant to prime the fans for his eventual takeover. You feel me? Sancho and Ten Hag need to leave, bro. It's always something among them. G's. Well, Ten Hag's definitely not leaving anytime soon. And Sancho, you feel me? I hope he leaves for his sake, so he can, have his career back that Man United has so eloquently stolen from him. Right? I don't know, man. It's just frustrating, but anyway, we have it's gonna be Rude will be our manager. You can see 100%, bro. Rude, I can see it. I can definitely see it. Like they're priming him to be the guy, very clearly, very very clearly. Very very clearly priming him to get ready for this. So hold up, wait a minute. Nah, this is crazy. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this on. I don't know if I'm allowed to show this on stream, but let me see if I can. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see this? Look at bro who's in the wheelchair. Hold up. Look at bro who's in the wheelchair. Look at this. Are y'all seeing this? This man was in a wheelchair. How did what? What happened there? How did that happen? How did he get out of his wheelchair? That's crazy. Tell me, what did you make of the Sanderberg hijack? Fulham fuck y'all and took our target. Yeah. I told you it was 3D chess, man. It was 3D chess. I gotta respect it. They said, okay, we want to play 20 mil for McTominay. They don't want to give us McTominay. We'll just take their target. And clearly, we weren't that serious about Sanderberger if we didn't get him. You feel me? Clearly, we were not that keen if Fulham beat us to him. But I will admit, what Fulham did was really fucking smart. Like, what they did was really smart. I don't even know what to say. It was just a very intelligent move, but it is what it is, man. We live and we learn. And there's still this early, or not early, but we still have time. We still have time, man. I'm not too worried about Sanderberger. You feel me? I'm not too worried about Sanderberger. You feel me? The McTominay thing, I'm not too worried about that either. I have a feeling after Napoli got absolutely abused this past weekend, they're looking for some support. So, who do you think besides Ugarte is our second midfield option? I have no clue, bro. I have no clue at this point. I haven't really been hunting down because Sanderberger was the second option. You feel me? Sanderberger was the second option. I thought Zubamendi was an option at some point, but apparently he's staying. I think Sander and his team felt like United didn't give them enough to make them believe there was an actual interest. There's no contest in pull, and Sander knew that he'd play if he got signed. 100%. The reason Fulham makes a ton of sense for Sanderberger. Like, it's a step up, and he gets to play week in, week out. No question. I mean, Amrabat is perfect, bro. He and Ugarte, bro. Listen, Amrabat. I don't know why we haven't re-signed Amrabat. I don't. I think we should re-sign him. It's like I didn't watch him this weekend for Fiorentina. I'm curious because I watched a lot of football, but I did not watch Fiorentina this weekend. Did they play this weekend? Oh, Juventus beat Como. Dang, Atalanta scored 4. Last time I checked, it was 0-0. Oh, okay, that's why. Dang, to score 4 goals with an XG of 1.82 is insanity. Sorry, I got distracted. Amrabat, yes, Fiorentina. My bad, y'all. Let's see who they face. They faced Parma, and let's see what Amrabat did. What did Amrabat do, man? Let's see. Did he do something? Did he have a decent game? Have decent game? Yeah. He had a decent. He had an Amrabat-like game. Oh God, 0 for 4 ground duels on. Not good. Whatever. But anyway, yeah, I agree. I think Amrabat, McTominay deal off. Yes, it's off. It's done. From what I heard, we sent in 15 mil for Berga. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but we didn't send enough. You feel me? We didn't send enough. So it is what it is. It is what it is. What are y'all feeling about? What are y'all feeling? Drop some questions. I'm gonna stay on for 5 more minutes. Drop some questions. You feel me? There's not a lot of like movement or news. The big news was the McTominay thing. You feel me? And I've expressed my feelings on that, man. It's unfortunate, but I still think we can get Napoli to. I think we can get Napoli to bite. You feel me? Does Napoli need help? They just got popped off the park by Hellas Verona. If any of you didn't see that game, go back and try and find the highlights, bro. Hellas Verona versus Napoli, bro. Crazy work. Crazy work. I was like, who are these players? Because they are cold. You feel me? So we don't buy 2 midfielders. Are you saying we're not going to buy 2 midfielders? I don't think we'll buy 2. I think we'll get 1. I think we'll get 1 midfielder. I don't think we'll get 2. Mason Mount is going to get a lot more time this season. I think that's what not McTominay. I think that's what Ten Hag is thinking. If I'm a guessing man, you feel me? Drop some questions, people. Drop some questions. We're going to be back live at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, okay? 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We are back live. We're talking full Premier League weekend review. You feel me? Yeah. I mean, we'll sign a midfielder. But yeah, like I said, full Premier League weekend review should be fun, man. My guy Andy will talk about his team losing to Manchester City. That'll probably be the first thing we talk about. Then we'll talk about some of the other games, man. And it was a fun weekend. So great first weekend out. We saw some drama. We got everything we kind of needed. So yeah, no, absolutely excited to see what comes of this, right? So long may it continue. Long may it continue. We have a long season. United got 3 points to start the season. Can't ask for much more, man. So, hey, we just gotta make it work, man. So, shout out everyone who showed some love today. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. We're gonna be talking real soon. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. I'm might take a little nap, honestly, and get back to you guys. But anyway, we'll see. Appreciate y'all, and we'll talk soon. All right. See you at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Not sure I've heard your prediction about where we finish. I predicted 3rd. I did. I predicted 3rd. If you want to know why, go check out the Premier League preview show I did last week. It's live, or it's on my channel. It has the Premier League logo on it because I couldn't make a thumbnail, so you can't miss it. Make sure to check it out, Kids OS. But I appreciate everyone. I'm going to sign off. We'll be back at 7. We'll be back in an hour and a half for our next show. Appreciate y'all, and we'll talk soon. All right. Deuces.